strike indicator has a hook also. And it was something shown to me by Cecil Woodman, known as Teddy. I call him Woody. And he showed me how to tie this fly. In fact, he made a special tool. Here it is to tie the fly. And it was kind of unique, but I found out that I could use my tube fly adapters. One of the things that he did specify that he liked the old um, cord, and he liked Calcutta, which was macrame cord. And the key is the polyolefin fibers. You can buy new, as long as it has the polyolefin fibers.
This is for tube. You can buy this little attachment for when you're tying tube flies. It has a number of sizes of rod. I'm taking the smallest little rod that is available. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just wrap a few threads around, stick it up here. And I take about 3 inches of material, and I take about a third of it, and I just start wrapping it. I got 3. Now I'm going to wrap it this way towards, assume it was an eye, and I'm going to put bunting wraps. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I do about 25 wraps. And then we just measured it. And that's approximately, I'd say a half an inch. That sounds good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a couple of half hitches in. And I do those by hand because you got to get it over this big clump of yarn. I'll do probably 2 or 3. Do one more. Now I'm going to cut my thread off. Unscrew this, take my little wire out. And now I'm going to take and I'm going to pull this off of this wire. There. Wire's down. And you can see, I didn't take my tag end off, no problem. I'll just hold that down. One thing about fly tying, you may forget a step or something, but you can always recover with fly tying. Now I'm going to take that and I'm going to cut my little tag end off. Okay. Now I'm going to put a larger size rod in there. And let's adjust this up so I can get it in there. And I'm going to take and bend it around so I get sort of it in the middle. A little hard to see, but you get the idea. And then I'm going to twist this material. Let me back out just a little bit. I'm going to twist this material around because I'm going to now use my parachute tool. Come down here with a clamp, and it's going to grab it. So now I've got it secured. I'm going to move back here. Move this down a little bit. Okay, go a little bit back. Okay. Now I've got my parachute secured. I'm going to take my thread. I'm going to hold my tag end, and I'm going to wrap it around once, twice, 3 times. After 3 times, I take my tag end and I go over the main thread 2 or 3 times, and then I'm going to do this again. I want to basically, I'm securing that tag end by using my other thread to secure it. Now once I have that done, and I do it about 3 times. Probably 2 is plenty, but do it 3 times. Now that I've got it, I know that thread is secured. I'm going to trim off my tag end. And I'm now going to take my thread and go around to build up my parachute. A little thread going up those fibers. It doesn't have to be much, but you want to, basically you're making an eye in this fiber so you could put your fly line through it, or you tip it. Now once you have it done, you think you're happy with it, and I'm happy with mine, I'm going to unsecure it. Let me back so you can see. I'm going to take it off my, now it's all by itself, and before I put my half hitches in, it's to make my half hitches go, but I got a little too much material here, yarn, so I cut it. I'm getting closer. Now I'm gonna, oh, bear with me here, I just lost it. A little hard for me to work around this camera. So I pull my yarn down, or my thread down, and now I'm gonna take half hitches. I'm gonna put it bottom here, just loop it over. You don't want to get up in the material, so there's got 1 half hitch. I try to do 4. Loop it over the material. There's 2. Let's move around on you, but that's okay. Without the camera in there, I guarantee you it goes much faster. I gave away about 2 dozen last night at our Christmas party for the guys to try. I don't want to catch that material, so. Okay. Now I've got some half hitches on there. I'm not really worried about my thread because I'm going to use Dave's Flex Cement. So I'm now going to take my rod, excuse me, I'm going to unscrew this and take my rod out. And then I'm going to go over and see if we can see this. I'm taking Dave's Flex Cement and I'm putting a big drop on it, 2 drops on it, 3 drops on it. And I get it really so it all soaks in. What I like about that cement is it soaks in and it grabs all those fibers. So, and you say, well, you're gluing it to the rod. Well, you're really not. It'll slide up and down like this. And once you got it set a little bit, which doesn't take long. And plus, I've secured it so I've got a pretty big hole. And as you can see, it's almost transparent. Once you get enough glue on that, so you can see that rod through my threads. So now I got it secured. Now I'm going to take it off and let it finish drying, but when I take it off, I'm going to show you I have a really great hole to put my fly line or tip it through for a strike indicator. And I'm able then to move it up and down the line, and it works out really good. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks. Okay, now I'm going to make a strike indicator on a hook. This is a number 14 scud hook, but a lot of times when you're fishing, the fish will come up and strike your strike indicator. So I thought that I would take this polyolefin yarn and put it on a hook. So I put a little thread base down. About halfway, I'm going to go once, twice over the hook, maybe 3 times. Try to get over top so, to secure it. Now I'm going to go once, twice on this side. I'm going to go once, twice on this side. And probably what I should have done, let me go back. Probably should have cut off my tag end. It's getting in the way. Okay, let me back out just a hair. Okay, now what I'm going to do is going to hold this up and get some of these fibers out of here. You don't have to do this, but I want to bring this by bobbing around to build up like I'm building a parachute. But I want to sort of group all those fibers together. Okay, we got them. And now I'm going to do a whip finish. Cut off my thread. Now I am going to take it out of the hook. Just a second here, I'm going to brush it out. Brush it, now I have all the fibers clinging together. Pretty good. While I have it out, I'll take it, as you can see it here. I'm going to take it and I'm going to trim it, the top fibers off. So everything is pretty uniform. And then, a couple little fibers hanging down. You don't have to be this fussy, but I got everything down. And I'm going to take a little bit of, a drop of Dave's Flex Cement and stick it right on there. And that'll secure all that thread. And it absorbs into the thread, which is really nice. Now I've got a nice strike indicator with a hook. So come on, little fishies, hit it. Now, in order to put this on, I use fluorocarbon, 6 pounds, and I put one eye through, put the thread through the eye, bring it back through here, so I got a loop in the back. I'll take that loop over top of it, and now I can move it up. I can move it up and down that line. Thanks for watching.